Black screen. Let's go back to that. Wow. Okay. We are on. Thank you so much, Grey Nomad UK. You have no idea how much I appreciate you telling me that the sound didn't work. I have done a stream in the past for an entire hour with no audio on it, so I have a little bit of trauma from that. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here right from the beginning. Thank you for your lovely comments online. It really helped. Thank you for telling me that my tech was wrong. Honestly, dude, thank you so much. You really did sort out my stream. Thank you. Right, main menu, there you go. Screw all the intro stuff. Right, let's get going. Can I get up? Oh, yes, I can. There are some times when you can't actually even get up. So the title of this stream is how I made over 10 million aUEC mining. Obviously, I got the new patch. It was very ropey and I couldn't stream. My bitrate on my internet went down like you wouldn't believe. I think they were throttling me. I was checking over and over again and I couldn't work out what it was. It turned out it's just my crap internet. Whilst all that was happening, I did make several videos but didn't release them. But they were all pretty janky anyway, and there's still loads of bugs with master modes and everything. However, I love new master modes. I think it makes mining a little bit more industrial. It feels more industrial for that sort of roleplay aesthetic. Have I got a helmet on and stuff? Yes, I do. I've got some stuff. Okay. And I've got a drink. That's good. So, I went all over Stanton when the new map, when the new patch came out. I was like,
retrieval system.
Oh yeah, and since my last stream, I did buy a few more ships because I had so much money, and I thought, well, maybe they won't blank the ships and they'll get rid of the money, and I was absolutely right. So, I got some special things as well. Where is the? I got an Ursa, a Medivac Ursa, which you're not supposed to buy. But I was watching Piss Poor Pete, and he bought one. And he says, "If you're online now, go and buy this because they're gonna get rid of this really quick." And I was online, so I went and bought it. I was chuffed to bits. So I've got a Medivac Ursa as well until they get rid of it, and they'll probably get rid of it pretty soon. Yeah, so I spent all my money on ships. I did lose one. I lost a Carrack.
Vehicle selected. Your vehicle
but that's good because now I've got something to work for. I wouldn't do this again. I wouldn't recommend a sort of new player do it either. It was just like buy all the ships and then have everything in the game. It does sort of ruin your sort of spark with it a little bit. Where's that ship? There it is. So I went all over Stanton. Absolutely got one with LTI. Dude. That's pretty cool. I hope you CCU'd it. Yeah, I went all around Stanton looking for stuff. I did do something cool though, and this is something that I was really hoping to do. You see these white paddles on the bottom of these bags? That means that they're Argo bags. So these are mole bags really. And I got them all out and just took them off and put them on. It was quite janky actually doing that. Space Shorts has an excellent tutorial video on how to do this, and he goes into a lot of detail about it. He actually released that video at the same time that I worked out how to do it myself. It involves having the big tractor beam and the little one, and one does one job and the other one does the other. One takes it off and the other one puts it on, and it's a bit confusing, and it can be quite frustrating if you don't know, because you'll sort of fail. Hey Rob, how you doing? Nice to see you. I did try and catch a little bit of your stream earlier on, Rob, but I was cooking dinner, and by the time I'd finished preparing it, you'd finished. So I'm sorry I didn't enter your chat.
You are clear to launch.
Let's get some fuel. Because that most of the time works now, which is really good. Yeah, as I was wandering around Stanton, looking for places to mine, looking for the new meta, looking for the new, you know, new place to be, because they always mix it up a little bit, or because something's different, you can find more or less of something, you know. Oh, is that not working? That isn't working. What if I do this? Oh, it's alright. I'm fine. I've got enough. Gear down. Always remember. Yeah, I'll just get into quantum, and then I'll explain why I'm where I am. You have you explained it how you couldn't have made the money without an awesome new crewmate? Well, actually, yes, that's true. Awesome crewmate is there. I did do a little bit of mining in the mole with Rob, and it was fun. I've only ever played multiplayer mining with Space Tomato, name drop, but that's the truth. And you don't get to play with Space Tomato very often, so I was really pleased to have Rob along, and we got a big rock as well. I owe you about 160 grand, Rob. Right. Actually, just out of interest, is the game too loud? If the game is too loud, I can very easily turn it down, and I do realise that this game can be a little bit loud. If anything would have cost you money. Yeah, it probably did, Rob, but I'm quite rich, so you should take advantage of my generosity at the moment. I'm just gonna bring up my Bible. I'm bringing it up. This is what I use. I use this every day. These Red Monsters mining cheat sheets. Go on his website. There is a link in my description as well if you do not know about these. They are great. There's white ones and there's dark ones. Get the dark ones. I mean, come on. Right, so I was all over the place, and obviously where I wanted to start was selling, because that's where I was pre-patch, and I was getting a lot of quant and a lot of gold and a lot of Bex. I went there straight away when the patch dropped, and I couldn't find a damn thing. Where are we? Oh, we're all right. Went to Hurston, but Hurston is the same as it always was, and I feel like Hurston is kind of like the sort of beginner territory. You can go and find a lot of pickers. There's a lot of quant pickers. There's a lot of gold pickers. And that's really good if you've got an arbor and you're renting your prospector. But I'm not. I've got a helix on mine. I'll go into my setup in a minute, actually. Yeah, so I wanted to go to Lyria, obviously. Who doesn't? Lots of X there. But then I started thinking, oh, well, you know, Microtech, I've studied these numbers for a long time. And I've always wondered about Microtech's numbers, because the numbers were always really good, but you could never find anything. Or if you went, the weather was too bad, or the visibility was too bad, or something. Needless to say, I ended up in Microtech for the patch, because all of the DCs and then the pretty colours and the lovely mountains, and I got completely hoodwinked. And I ended up in Microtech. So I thought, I'll tell you what, I'll drill down in Microtech and see actually if there is anything decent here. And I've been blown away. Right, where are the planets? I have to actually do the thing. Hang on. There we go. Oh, it's because I'm behind planet. I'm used to Lyria where you just turn right. Sorry, just turn left and there it is. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, Calliope, if that's how you pronounce it. I think that's how you pronounce it. Pretty good numbers. I'll bring the numbers back in a minute. Because you'd think that Euterpe would probably be better. Euterpe. Who knows how you pronounce these things? But yeah, let's bring up the sheets again. So Microtech, pretty good, but no one's mining on an actual planet. The atmosphere is too thick. No one likes it. It's boring. It's horrible. It's painful. So we're on the moons. Calliope, it's got a 2.8 mass index. Clio has a 2.2, and Euterpe has a 2.8. So I figured, oh well, I'll go to Clio, and I went to Clio, and I couldn't find a damn thing. There's nothing there. Well, there's lots of stuff there, and when you find the rocks, they are big and good and juicy, but they're so far apart. I went onto Euterpe hoping, because you see the thing about Euterpe is it's absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. Like if you want to just fly around on a moon that's gorgeous, go to Euterpe and just fly about, mate. It's absolutely amazing. It's beautiful. Again, you can find rocks there, but they're quite far apart. They're not quite far as apart as they are in Clio, but they're still quite far away from each other. Whereas on Calliope, it's just everywhere. It's like being on Lyria in the old days. It's like being on Selin in the last patch. It's just everywhere. So, right, even though it's 9.92% for the Bexelite in Calliope, I have made so much money from Bex, and I have found huge rocks on Calliope that are full of Bex, just Bex. Oh yeah, and then of course, we have a look at the refinery location bonuses, and I'm at Michael 2, 9% on Bex, 9% on gold. So gold it becomes more viable. Without that 9% bonus, I don't think gold is as viable as Taranite. I think it's a little bit less viable because you can fit a lot more Taranite in your bags than you can gold. Gold's really heavy. Gold is as heavy as Quantanium. So if you think about that, if you think about the price of Quantanium, the price of gold, you're looking at about, you're really lowering your profit margin if you just take gold. However, if you've got a 9% bonus, that's a little bit easier to digest. So all I'm doing is picking a spot on Calliope in the sun. You can't see anything at ground level in the daylight, so it's even harder at night. It's down to personal preference though. People will want to mine how they want to mine, how bright your screen is and how good your eyes are, etc. Obviously if it's a bit darker, it's a little bit easier to spot the signatures, but everything's fine really, and I don't really waste any time. I used to sort of like cut it out sometimes before I got to these places, but I generally just turn around. There we go, that'll do. We'll put it into SCM scan mode because that's the way we do it now. Is there anything? Yep, we got one straight away. 9-1. Let's see if there's anything else. Don't really want to go in that direction. Yeah, we'll have a look at this 9. I thought that the master modes would destroy this part of the gameplay. You know, the sort of nipping from one signature to the next. But it's fine, really. There's a little bit more boosting involved, but when was there not? So that's all good. So we'll go to 99% Perth. And there's our little drill icons. So we still get unscannable rocks. That's still a thing. It's usually a sign that the server's dying. These are alright. They came in pretty good. Right, so the server's alright for now. I haven't noticed any real difference between quartzite, shale, and all the other types, granite, all of that. I used to think that shale and granite were the best, but I don't know if that's really true, or it's just all in my mind. You think a lot when you just mine. Look at that. Right, so that straight away is on my list. Even though it's a small rock, you got 41% Bexelite in there. And that's what mining on Calliope is like. You just pop around and pick up high value rocks. So we'll probably get that one. I know it's only little, but it's Bex. Yeah, we'll get that. So there's nothing else here. So mining setup. So a little prospector with mole bags on it mean that I can take, if you look down in the bottom right corner there where the cargo is, I wonder if I can zoom in on it. Yeah, there we go. We've got 48. So it's normally 32. I can do 48. I can dramatically increase my profit margins being able to take that much more. It's absolutely worth the time to get more bags on it. Now, right now, you can't actually, like, you can buy the bags in the cargo stores and in the, you know, the refineries and stuff like that, but there's no way to get the bags on the ship yet. So you have to have a mole. Now, one way you could get a mole if you don't have a mole and you don't have the money for a mole is to go to contracts and just pick a salvage mission where there is a mole. And sometimes you do a few of them and then eventually you get quite a range of ships. I've done a few, I haven't done that many. Eventually you get mole. Oh, there's a mole right there. So 50 grand. You get your free mole, you take 4 bags off it, stick them on your prospector, and make sure you got both tractor beams, the big one and the little one. Do it in space, it's a lot easier, and you get a dramatic increase on your payout. So I'm using the Helix 1, the most powerful laser you can put on the prospector, and I've got passives. So I use passives because active modules annoy me. I mine so much. I mine constantly. I will sometimes wake up in the morning and mine all day long. The last thing I want to do is keep changing my surges and my brants or whatever it is. I tend to get a little bit annoyed. I don't like to count, so I use passives and I get quite good results. So the passives mean you spend the money once, and you just take all you do is you take your advantage. So with this setup, Helix 1, Focus 3, Riga 3, my max rocks so far have been about 17.8k mass. So big enough rocks, you know. I mean, like moles will take on 17k's, so pretty good. I've also been using the distance of your intensity a bit more, so like you can go up a little bit like this, but then I'm absolutely using my distance as well as another fine trimmer. So you can I mean, like, without moving the intensity, I can absolutely change the intensity, and I quite like that. I like the extra fidelity because sometimes the server's ticking over and maybe moving is a little bit easier than moving your dial. Let's see if we can get this. It's a delicate one. In you get. There you go. Interesting. Didn't go down there, did it? Nah. Just a little nudge in. We got it. Oh no, we haven't got it. Ooh, 1 pixel off. Fine. You want to play those games with me? Oh, shit. Damn. Oh, you see that? Caught me out. You see that? So, the rock finishes. Your laser turns off. You think you've got to give it more power. You give it 1 second more power. You lose a rock. And we lost one there for sure. So what have we got? 36, that'll do. Take it. These little shards. I probably lost something big there. It exploded so fast. Numbers are getting better, but they're really not where I want them to be. I want like a big shard that's like 100% Bex, but I'm not going to get it, am I? Scan. Scan? Oh no, one of those rocks isn't scanning. More Bex, yes please. It's a bit janky today. There's some bad frames on this server. It's not been doing great. Like when the patch came out, the servers were superb. They were the best they'd ever been. I played this game a long time. They were the best they'd ever been. Oh, that's scanning now. 39%. I'll take it. And then after Free Fly, it all went downhill. There was some chatter online about why that was. You know, like Free Fly, Star Citizen bought loads of really expensive servers, and then when Free Fly ends, the servers switch over. Maybe that happened. Pretty bad server performance. Ooh, yes, we'll take it. Nice one. We're getting a bit of Bex now. This is alright. It's worth it. Nearly 7 SKUs of Bex. And I don't know why I just turned upside down. I do not know why did that happen. I did not instruct my ship to do such a thing. But yeah, look at Calliope. I bet like no one ever comes here anyway, so you always forget what it looks like, but it's like it's barren. I would not like to drive a motor over this land. And the weather's unbelievable. It blows you around all the time. But because it's different, it's because it's not Lyria, you know, because it's not Walla. Yeah, Walla. Because it's not one of them sort of stalwart, staple mining moons. I don't know, it's just a bit nicer. I'd love it if this was... You see, they're diamonds. They're all close together, so I don't want them. That's for the rocks. That's for the Cutty Blacks and the Valkyries that are flying around. So I'll go into nav mode so I can go a bit faster. We'll do cruise control. Put that scan to wide. And it's rinse and repeat. I do this over and over and over again. You will make stacks of money. Like if you get a really good... Like with a prospector, you can get 17k, 40% Bexelite rock. I've found several of them in the past few weeks. Check in. That's a lot of money, you know. You can fit a lot of it in your bags. You've got bigger bags because you've got the mole bags. I mean, I'm really quite surprised at how easy it was for me to make so much cash so quickly. I went online and had a look at all the other streamers that do this. I'm a big fan of all of them. I watch pretty much all of them. I'm a huge fan of Space Shorts. He pretty much taught me how to do this in the beginning. And I follow El Guapo, which is a little bit like a cult. But that guy mines like hardcore. He's really, really, really into it. They're diamonds. It's a low signature, 3,000. Yeah, they're diamonds. So we'll just keep looking. It isn't like sometimes it's a bit low. Like right now, there's definitely less. Well, then I might have screwed that up. No, we're all good, right? Yeah, we're just gonna keep looking. Oh, nice. 12,740 signature. Let's go and have a look. So the big one there, what's that? What's that? There's a 13 there as well. Right, sweet, we're sorted. There's gonna be something in this lot. It came up quick. I do wish those markers were a little bit more accurate. But anyway, usually find them. I've only missed a... Okay, cruise control nearly killed me. That's fine. We survived. Let's have a look then. It's really janky, like you can't seem to control at the moment. It's like some crazy frame lag. 20% Bex. It's a purple as well. Tempting, but 20% is low. There's quite a few rocks here. Crikey. Right, we'll do this side first.
Fracturing mode on.
1200 mass. Nothing in it. Is that a rock inside a rock, or is that a rock over there? That's a rock on that side. Right, let's have a look. Sometimes the rocks spawn inside the assets, like you could have this rock inside that rock. There's no way I can get it then. That is annoying. It happens a lot. I wish it didn't. I'm sure there are some really good rocks in the rocks that I couldn't get. 22k mass, 48% Taranite. Oh, if only. Now, if I had a surge and a Riga, I could probably get that, maybe. But I'm not getting it with what I've got. Let's have a look at this one. Quartzite. This is a 2.5k rock, and it's got 30% Bexlite in it. I think if I was just grinding, I'd take that. But because there's so many more rocks to look at, I'm not going to worry too much about it. So we've got them. Yeah, and we've got these two over here. Then we've got a 13 over there. These are little tiddlers. Nothing in that. Too small. And this one must be tiny. If that one was like really small. 210. Virtually nothing. It's about the weight of a bagel. Right. Now where's that 13? It's an 8 there. 13,440. Yes, please. Oh, look at that. Lots and lots and lots of choice. So I like the big numbers because there's more chance of finding a rock that you can get. It can be a bit daunting at first with all the different sizes, all the masses, and then the densities, and then the intensities, and what does your laser do. It really can be a little bit daunting, but if you just go out and start hitting small rocks and then big rocks, then you can worry about what you get in and your setups, how you do it. And it really is quite a simple and relaxing game. Have we got a rock inside a rock there, or is that it? That's it. It's just not scanning. So we'll shoot it. Yeah, it's invisible. The lasers are going through the rock. They're not bouncing off it. Now, usually, when this happens, I can just hang on a bit. And then, usually, yeah, there we go. It kicks off again. You shoot them, that works sometimes. Waiting works sometimes. Sometimes I've found switching mining mode on and off also helps them tick. So that they just appear and you can scan them. I mean, there's a million workarounds for all of these different variables. And as we play Star Citizen, we always learn more. So there's nothing in them too. What's this one? Oh, Rob, play your GTA. I know what you're getting up to. Make sure you steal all that cocaine for me. Not really much in this 13 signature, which is very disappointing. I'm not even going to bother with that. Wow, I've been robbed. What's over there? A 10. I saw you before you disappeared. There it is, a little 10. It's trying to shake me. That's Chris Roberts, that. Working overtime to make sure I don't get all the money I want. And mining is sort of, it's like fishing. You know, some days you can go out and you can catch all the best fish, and you come home and you're a hero. And then some days you can go out and you can't find a thing, and you're sort of deflated. Thankfully there's a bed in the prospector, so you can sort of log out and, you know, go to another server on the same planet. Where's these rocks? Where's they gone? Oh, they're right there. So yeah, I do recommend that. Like, if you're struggling, if you're on a server and you're just like, I can't find anything, I don't understand why there's nothing here, because there should be something on every moon. Wherever you go, there should be something. If there's nothing, bedlog and find another shard or another region, and you'll usually come up trumps. Shale, 37% gold there. I'm gonna have to take that, I think. It's too good, unless I get something else. That's a lot of gold. Laranite, Bull's Errand. It's this big shale rock, come on. Shale. 26k, I'll never get it. It's Laranite as well, who wants that? So I go after the big four, generally. You know, your Quant, your Bex, your Gold, and your Taranite. Everything else is pretty much surplus. If you want to get other stuff... Oh, go on, be a good one. Be a good... No, it's not a good one. If you want to get surplus stuff, I recommend aluminium, tungsten. Copper's not bad. People are making money out of copper. But if you know, other than that, I'd rather, you know, if you think about it, you've got to pay for the stuff to get refined. Then you've got to cargo that over to where you want to sell it. Now, if you're filling up a C2, more power to you, but I'm not. I'm filling up a C1 because that's what I've got. I've changed my Freelancer Max to a C1, and I could not be happier. Half the value is lost if anything goes wrong. I rest my case. There you go. That's why it's better. Owned the Freelancer for years, wasn't happy with the gold pass, so changed it up. Much happier. It's a faster ship, the C1. It's a nicer ship to fly. It'll be better in pyro. So it says easy. Let's just take our time with this one. I think it's going to surprise me. Look at the size of that green zone. Totally possible. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna need to get control of this. I can't just like wing this. This one's got to be quite precise. So I'm now gonna find the bite distance for the laser. There it is. So now I know where it is as long as I'm at 48%. So I'm a bit further away. It's going down. I'm going to boost up. Let's see what we get now. Right. I'm going to lock in. I'll probably go silent the closer that gets to the green zone. Just maneuvering my view so that the green zone is in that shadow. There we go. Right. Probably be a bit more careful now. See, there we go, we're getting it. I want to be in control of it so I know when it's going up and down. Gently going up. They do trick you a little bit, like you'll do this and it'll be like 65% and then it'll suddenly spike up. Don't fall for it. I want it to hover like that, but I just want it to be a bit closer to that green zone. There we go. Oh, alright. Alright. We're good. We're still good. We're fine. I'm good. Ooh, come on. We got it. We got it. Nice. Clean break too. Excellent. So almost 7 SKU of Bex. Let's see how much gold we can pick up. 21%. How many? What's my? I got what? Like 44, 30. I got 34 space. Raw SKU space. 23%. I want to get something big. Those little 23%ers, I'll pick them up last when I've got nothing else. 18% gold. Are you taking the mickey? $46 gold. Now we're talking. Oh no! I pushed the wrong button. You can see how quickly that charged. Yeah, we lost it. So we lost so much gold there. I can't believe that. Less than a second that was. 61% gold in that one. Yeah, we'll take it. It's a few SKUs. So make sure you get your extraction laser on, because it's punishing that. It never used to be so reactionary. As soon as though I've just lost all of that. Definitely picking up all the crap stuff. Yeah, 30%, we'll take it. These are big chunks. 18%, 23%, and there's something underneath it, bugger it. I've got the space. What's this? Please be nice. Be good to me, Shale. 49% gold. So that's over 1.5 SKUs of pure gold. We'll take that. What was that one? 18%. What was that one? 20. Not too shabby. We've got over 100 grand now. Oh, well, we haven't, but you know, I like to think I'm working it out in terms of raw cost. So you don't really have what you think you have, because you've got to refine it, and that means you lose some of it. So you just try and get as much as you can. So you like loads of Bex, loads of gold. If you just go pick all that up on Calliope with a little prospector, fill your bags up, just go back and forth, you're gonna do fine. You'd easily earn the money you need for any ship within a week. Well, not any. That's a complete exaggeration, because now the ships cost loads more money. Right. So heading back to Mike L2. Yeah, but I was watching a few streamers. Where's my quantum mode? I was watching a load of streamers mine, and none of them have got the kind of money that I've got, and they were live streaming. So you know, I was thinking, well, how come you haven't got as much money as me? I'm playing the same amount of hours that they're playing. Maybe they're not as frantically mining as much as me. I mean, all I really do is mine. I can genuinely mine all day long. I love this game loop. I actually find it really relaxing, and the added chance of peril helps. It makes it a little bit more realistic. Now, I know that miners generally, we get left alone. Right? I've been speaking to pirates a lot, and even during the patch changeover, when no one had any money, they left C1s alone and they left prospectors alone. They can't be bothered getting moles. It's too much hassle when they can go and get a C2 full of RMC. They'd rather do that, and as long as that's there, they're going to do that. Now, when that gets taken away, maybe there'll be a little bit more peril. And I like peril. I like a little bit of peril. It keeps you on your toes. And my game is about avoiding pirates, because if they did find out how much money I was moving in cargo, in refined ore, from one place to another, I would be an absolute prime target. But I'm not. And I like that game, you know, that cat and mouse game. I also like the fact that I talk openly to pirates and tell them who I am. I would love them to come and gank me. If I got ganked by Blackjack Bill, I would be chuffed to bits. I've told him I'll give him all my money. But he has told me that I can go and live on his Banu merchantman or something when it finally gets released in 2075 or something. Oh yeah, really important point here now. Get the fast drive. Don't get the Atlas and put that on your prospector if you're doing this kind of thing. So any moon, right? If you're on any moon, you're staying in that area generally, right? So I'm not going to mine anywhere outside of this area here. Same for ArcCorp, same for Crusader, which means I'm only ever traveling the distance from the planet system area where the moons are to the Lagrange point and back with the prospector. That's the distance I need. So I want that to be as fast as possible. So there's the VK00, there's the Spectre, there's the Siren. These are really good fast drives. So I can't quantum all around the map with that. I'd have to stop and get fuel, or you can go and buy a Atlas at Referral 5, I think it is. It's one of these. Referral 5, yeah, near the sun. You can buy an Atlas there. It's the only place you can buy one. It'll go in the prospector. It'll make it go forever. But I like speed over distance. So these little journeys, getting to and from these locations, are faster. Less wait time means faster feedback. And everybody should be aware that the faster you receive your feedback, the faster you can react to it. So you can get into a bit of a groove with this. It's always different as well. It's always a little bit, you know, you never get the same rock, which I really like. Here's another cool thing I really love about master modes. It's probably something that they'll get rid of, but they're doing it for now. So I'm going at full speed in nav flight mode. So I can use my quantum, but I can't use shields, and I can't use my lasers or anything like that. Going in at full speed in an area where if I screw this up I won't crash, and then I just wait for the ATC to call me and say I can land here, and then I press B and I slow right down completely unrealistically. If I'm going too fast still, I'll press N and I'll slow down even more.
Please proceed to assigned landing.
Yeah, I can see why people don't like it, but it doesn't have to make that little journey there faster. And if you're doing that over and over again throughout the day, learn the quick ways. It'll make you feel better. Right. One thing I don't like about master modes is you can't do all the swanky, like with a mouse and keyboard. I'd spent years getting quite good at flying, and now I'm like a sort of Bambi again. Very green.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
And I'm not putting anything on my prospector at the moment because there are currently, in this particular iteration of the patch, there are some issues with storing ships and things being kept on the ships. We are in what patch now? What patch cycle are we in? I'll check in a minute, just in case you're watching this later, because they're gonna fix it. But for now, I'm playing it safe.
Welcome to the aUEC vehicle retrieval system.
Store this. Enormous amount of ships, which I wish I'd never bought now. Right.
Please visit us again.
What patch number are we? 3.23.1. We aren't 3.23.1a, and we aren't 3.23.2. That's what we're waiting on. Cargo. Stop the dupers. That's where we are in time if you're watching this in the future. Okay, we're stopping the dupers and we're waiting for that patch. I'll nip down to the refinery and empty my bags. I got to admit, even though the refinery buffs, you know, like the sort of 7% here, 3% there, whatever, they don't actually make that much difference. You know, when you're just mining, you know, it does equate to a bit more, but it is just a bit more. It's not huge amounts. It's not. You're not going to suddenly be a lot richer or double your wealth with these bonuses. But if you're doing a lot of mining in one place, it's worth having a look. It makes you think a little bit more about what you want to pick up. You know, perhaps, you know, if we weren't in Michael 2, I might not have even bothered. Hello? You're selling your raw ore, dude. Get it refined, mate. That's where the money is. So I've got 2 on there. I did a Bex run. I think I did that on the belt. I was trying out the belt. The belt's not very good. I haven't found great things in the belt. But other than that, I've just been in Calliope most of all. So we'll do Ferron because I want it quick. 9 hours, that'll do. I'll do that tomorrow. Hopefully there isn't a patch drop by then. I doubt there will be. So yeah, 10 million. Well, it's quite a bit over that now. I made my first million salvaging because it was so hard to mine in the first few hours of the patch. As soon as I got over my first million, I was like, right, I'll buy all my stuff, I'll get all my things, and I'll go on and explore. It's quite nice mining on all the different moons. There's quite a lot of different variations. You forget how varied it can all be. I forgot how nice Ariel was. It had been a long time since I've been to Ariel. I had a look around. It's a gorgeous place. Really nice to fly around in. So we'll see if we can get some more. I'm going to get another... Definitely got time for another rock. And we might even get a big one.
Welcome to the aUEC vehicle retrieval system.
So yeah, I switched up my Freelancer Max for a C1. Love it. So happy I did what I did. With the remaining money, I've settled on a Cutter Rambler. And I love it to bits. I didn't think I would like the Cutter, but I love the Cutter. It's very... Ah, damn, wrong hanger. It's very endearing. It's small. It's kind of like a Titan, but worse. Which is not a good thing. You know, you should really get a Titan. but it's a Drake, and it's nice, and all the bits work in it, and it looks cool, and it's got details, and it looks like a little yellow submarine. And of course I've got it in the yellow. I bought the yellow paint for it. Of course I did. So it's a nice little yellow thing. My C1's yellow too, so I've got a yellow cargo ship and a yellow cutter. And if there is ever a yellow paint for the Prospector, I'd probably pay lots of money for it. Hope you're not listening, Sig. So yeah, not putting stuff in. So what I might put in my Prospector on a normal average day is gadgets. I love gadgets, and gadgets with the Prospector is fun. I do need some fuel this time. This has to work now. Wait for the noise. No noise. That's frustrating. I'm gonna try again, and we'll go manual. Bye. Wow. I mean, I could try that. It's not going to work, though. Nah, it's not going to work. Right, so landing services are down. Let's see. We could probably make it to a mining outpost. I don't think there's pads, is there? There's no pads on Mike L2. I'm having a look for pads. No, there's none there.
Thank you, and please visit again.
They don't have pads on the outer rings, do they? I don't think they do. No, they're just big hangars. Okay.
Landing gear up.
To Microtech. Yeah, there's still some things that are a little bit janky about master modes, like the switching over and then the not remembering where your settings were. That's annoying. I was talking to the pirates. They like master modes, but they also hate it because of when they're fighting, you're switching between your modes, and then it doesn't remember your like weapon setup. So you might have set your weapons up to fire slightly differently or in like a different order, and that's all gone. And then another thing is you might have to do another jump. So you'll switch from SCM, and then it'll go to scan mode before it goes to missile mode. So, there's like weird little things like that. But all that stuff will get sorted out. We're in the first iteration of it right now. But here's the thing about master modes for me. I don't want to go back. I would never want to now experience the old flight model again. I think that the new flight model is better. I think it's more refined. I think it's got more detail to it. It feels like you feel a little bit more of the ship movement. I'm coming at this from an industrial's perspective. I am not a combat player. I do not dogfight. I don't run around firing at stuff. I only dropped a big bomb in a A2 last week for the first time, and I've been playing since forever. So. I'm a non-combat player. I like the hauling and the doing and the moving and the buying and the selling. And for me, Master Modes is working out really well. I love it. I think it needed it too. Having spoken to the big dogfighters, they're all in agreement too, because apparently the old way of dogfighting was just jousting or speeding off or stuff like that. Well, that doesn't happen so much anymore. And here's the other thing. A lot of people were shouting about master modes and people like me being sitting ducks. Well, I'm not a sitting duck. I've been attempted to be ganked maybe 5 or 6 times this patch, and I've got away. So as long as you're prepared and you know what you're doing, it's fine. I'll stop that there. Bring up the map. Cancel the route. Take the map away, and I can just go there. There's definitely some sort of ship shake or something. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe no, it's not that. I thought it might be with the DPI on my mouse, but it isn't. Mysterious Calliope. Yeah, like there, it's like it's almost like it's sort of gliding over. Like you point it in a direction and it moves a little bit, like drifts. And that's a new one on me. I've not experienced that before now this patch, so. It's probably nothing. Well, all right then. Do a little tap. 18, 12. There's a 19,000 signature over there. There's a 13 over there. This is why I come. There's God knows what over there. This is why you come here. I'm going to the 19,000 one on the grounds that I've never seen a 19,000 signature before. So I'm going. And we've got plenty of signatures left and right of us, so we're not going to have to travel very far. We're going to find something. I do need to keep an eye on that quantum fuel. I think I'm going to be all right. I've lost them. See, yeah, there we go. They're there. Wow, loads. Don't let cruise control kill you. See, we're in broad daylight now, but it's still like the weather's so bad that you might as well have as much light as you can get. $1,600. Too small. What's this one? 22.8k. Oh, loads of gold in that. What a shame. Is that a rock in a rock? Can I show you what a rock in a rock looks like? Yes, I can. So there you can see all you've got is that bit there. Look at that. It's a decent rock too. 22% Bexelite, 8k. But if I crack that rock, the chances of me being able to get most of that is almost zero. So please, 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 SIG developers, you fix that one. That would be great. So we've got 3.5k, boring borays. I see a lot of haulers moving that. Here's another borays. I think you can make some good money on it. Do a little scan, you find out where the rocks are that are near you. It comes in handy, that. Alright, 2.5k. What we got? Aronite, 40%. Ooh. It's pretty good. I don't know what's happening there. I thought I was about to explode. I don't know. I think that was weather. That's not good. That's the kind of thing that can surprise people. Photosensitive people would not like that at all. Please, SIG, sort that one out. More borays. Right, so if I was grinding for cash, I'd have that Taranite. I'd take that and not even worry about it. But because there's so many rocks around here, I kind of want to have a little look. And we've got some diamonds. Not interested in those. How far away are those? Oh my god, there's like signatures everywhere. Come on then, let's have a look. Alright, so you're mainly here. Alright, okay. This is where the group is.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
What we got? Shale. 22% gold. Usually you can tell by the size of the window. When you do it a lot, you do sort of start to read the numbers and understand what it is that you're looking at. 3k. It's quartz. Why would anybody want that? 7k shale. Come on, 21% taranite. Not enough. 3K. 21% Taranite. What's going on? Are we in the Taranite Valley? 1400. Bit of Laranite. Another boring quartz. And then this is the last one from this bit. This signature. 4.5K gold. 20% gold. Right, what are you? I'm really spoilt for choice here. What is that? A 23? It's a 23,000 signature. Over here, 23,220. Please stop with that. Yeah, 23,000. That is big. That is a big signature. High chance of finding something that you can pick up. I mean, I thought I'd check it. You never know. Sometimes those little ones are all right, you know. Most of the time they're not, but sometimes they're really, really good. Oh my word, look at the state of that. Have you ever seen so many rocks all together? That is the biggest cluster I have seen in this game in a long time. If not ever. That is probably the largest cluster I've ever seen. How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 in a cluster. They'll all be pickers. Surely. Still getting used to the speed limiters and boosts and things. This takes time to get that muscle memory changed. I think it's right ahead of me, but I bet it's... Oh no, it is right ahead of me. I was right. I was right this time. Okay. Gordon Bennett, look at all these rocks. Right. Is it a picker? It is not a picker, and it's 30% gold. That's a 9K rock. That's got to be a picker. That's a 5K rock, and there's gold in it. 21%. This is the best signature I've ever seen. 3K. Like with all of these rocks, I should be able to pick one. Boring Borays. $7.5K. Come on, give me something good. 22% gold. This is a weird one. They're all right, but they're not amazing. $16K. Be perfect. Be perfect. 31% gold in it. I might go for that on the grounds that it's big. 8K, 31%. So there's a fair bit of gold in that one. I'm probably going to go for it. I'll just make sure there's nothing else about. Nothing ridiculously close. That's ridiculously signatured. I'll just check that. 9. There's a 12 there. Yeah, we'll take the gold, I think. Well, there's them over there, though. Just a couple. These are just here, so I might as well check them. Ooh, big juicy ones, too. I like it when they're big and juicy. Tassamite 34. Oh, hello. I'm glad I came over here. That's the one. So if I can't get anything else, that's my rock. 12.5K nearly, 34% gold. Will there be others? 24K. We haven't got a chance with this one. Let's just have a look. Greasium. Well, I suppose if you're a corundrum and a Greasium miner, that's your rock. 15, nearly 16k. Gold. Please have gold in it. No. What's this one? Be the perfect rock. 15k. Looks like it's got gold in it, but it hasn't. Oh, it's got quantanium in it. That's going to make me rich. Will I be able to get that one? Let's work. We'll have to work that out. We'll have to work that out. 36k. These are massive. This is your mold stuff with your active modules for that kind of size. Oh dear. Right then. 28%. So I'll show you this website that I go to. I use this almost for every time I want to, like, I might pick up something big. Oh no. Authorize. Anyway, so it's a cluster calculator. And what have we got? We've got a let's do 15k mass, 28% quantanium. So add a rock. And it's round about 15. Might as well be quantanium. 28%. Save. See, there's 430 grand sitting in that rock. That's what that tells me. There or thereabouts, which is really interesting. Yeah, we're just gonna try and get this. That's. I mean, you're looking at an enormous amount of money, and think about it. This is the little prospector. This is great. So, and I'm on there. I'm not using the surges, and this is all passive, so I can just come and do this whenever I want. It's great. Why is that up? Does that stay up? Never noticed that before. I thought the crosshair disappeared, but it doesn't. We should be alright for fuel. I think we'll be okay. Are you really impossible? Sometimes I ignore the fact that it says impossible. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get it. I'm poking around. We're painting it. Is there anything? Now, if I had gadgets, I might be able to get this. No, we're not going to be able to get it. And that's a bit of a pain about not having gadgets at the moment. It's alright, we've got a gold one over here we'll take. Where was it? So the gadget, I'm a huge fan of gadgets with the Prospector. Because you can land and get out and plant them and get back in your ship nice and quick. With the mole, solo, ooh, it's a bit of a pain. I probably wouldn't bother. So I'm big into my gadgets. I like them all. I use quite a lot of them for lots of different things. The cluster modifiers are great, by the way. And if you can get the gadgets to work, use cluster modifiers. They do exactly what they say they will. They never used to, but they do now. So here's that 34% gold, 12.5k there or thereabouts. This will do. You can see the wind. I'm fighting the wind. I'm just gonna. It's a medium. I'm expecting it to start warming up soon. There we go. Position myself so I can see it. Let's get it up top, and then let's refine this. So one of the reasons why I don't like gold is because of these small windows, these little tiny green windows. In fact, if I turn that, there we go. That's a bit easier.
Warning, power critical.
wasn't really concentrating there. I was looking for my light switch. So I'll let that go and we'll start again. Are we going up? Yes, we are. Right, so let's just have that. We'll take that speed. I'm not going to push it anymore. It's wobbly. Yeah, we'll cut it. See, it's so sensitive, and then the frames, the lag, the server lag means that you're almost predicting the future with where you think it's gonna go. That's going up, and I'm moving. The wind's caught me. Really trying to keep that in the green. I'm doing all right considering. But I lost it. So we'll have to go into the red a little bit just to sort of keep this going. Keep the fire burning. There we go. It's around, the bite is around here somewhere. The bit, there is an amount of intensity I just can't find. This is doing it though. We got it. I'll take it. That's a pretty clean break. Alrighty then. I'll have a look at these stragglers, these runners. That's a big rock. That's at 3,400, but it's a purple, which is odd. But I'm gonna accept it. Normally I have to break them up again. Maybe it's different ores. Who knows? You never really know with this game. Still worth a lot of cash. Oh, what was that? About 20 grand. That was. That just that one shot. 70% gold in that one. 1600 weight, 40% gold, just about, that'll do. The 40 rule is a good rule. But you can have any rules you like. I'm using it though, and it seems to help me. I seem to be making quite a lot of cash. So 41% guaranteed in the bags. Right, so we've got, so that's 1400 mass, and there's 17% there. Let's have a look what we got here. That wind is catching. 42%, 1300. Yes, please. Decent two skews there, easy. Right, what's this? 1800 weight. 32% gold. What's this one? I'm taking it all. 999 mass. 26% gold. Right, let's take it all then. It's all coming with me. So that's 70 grand. A bit more than 70 grand now. Oh, well, I mean, it's not really that, is it? It's something else. It's a bit less than that, but, you know, I like to think in those terms. This prospector is jumpy today. The controls are really jumpy. I haven't changed anything, so it's definitely a server thing. It's definitely a server thing. I lost control completely there for a second. Yeah, server's probably not super duper. Loads and loads and loads of rocks there, though. It really didn't take. Well, we're about to go upside down again. That's interesting. Okay. I've not noticed that before. Maybe that's a thing. Maybe that's a Mastermost thing. Was that in before? I do remember the odd time I'd float around on Lyria and I'd get it. Maybe it's because we've got full bags. Maybe it's because the bags are bigger. Maybe that's a thing now. We don't know. Off to Microtech we go. No, off to Mike Health 2 we go. I'm not going to Microtech. I tried mining on the planets. I've tried every patch cycle to see if it's any good. It's awful. I hate it. You might like it. I don't. I don't like fighting the air. The more atmosphere is on the planet, the harder it is to mine. It's fine. You can. It's just slow. And it's a lot, you know, there's a lot less pressing W on a moon. I was on Lyria. Nothing on screen. Really? It says there is. Oh, how annoying. I've just switched scenes. Hopefully that's fixed it, Grey. I've noticed a couple of other streamers having a few issues with getting the new patch working with all their streaming equipment. I think I'm having that now. Definitely. Oh, I wonder if there's something on screen. I'm gonna have to go and actually physically check. 1 second. Checking. New patch working with all our streaming equipment. Looks alright to me. We're all good. Hopefully that wasn't too long of a nothing on screen moment. Sorry, I meant when you showed the website. Really? Ah. That's because I'm using game capture. Right. Hilarious. I'm still learning. I'm such a pro. This is the website I'm talking about. I think you can see that now. I think you can see that. Can you see that? And then I went to cluster calculator. No. It's not working, is it? Oh. Okay, well that's something to work on then. Yeah, different screens aren't working. I will figure that out for my next stream. That's something to do. That's a shame. Now then. Come on, Quantum Drive. So I'm on the Regolith website to do my mining calculations. Come on, Quantum. What's wrong with you? There we go. So that means you couldn't see the mining cheat sheets before as well. I'm gonna have to fit that out on OBS so that I can just pull them up whenever I want, I think. Because I use them all the time. I've got a link in the description though for the Red Monsters cheat sheets. If you don't know where they are, that's where they are. Go and get them. If you are mining, they will stop you from making 1,000 mistakes that will frustrate you. The work they did finding out all of that stuff and getting that together should be commended. It really, really should. So here we go, nice and quick. 1,000 meters per second. I played with a dev once, right? An actual proper dev that makes ships for this game. I was playing with him, and I did this in the old way. You know, like you sort of apply the brakes at a certain distance, and then put that much boost on or whatever. And I did the same thing. And he goes, "Oh, You're one of those players, are you?
Stay.
And I was like, you built the game, mate, not me. Don't put it in
Please
there
proceed to assigned landing bay.
if you don't like it. Still, that was a great experience. Hopefully one day I'll be playing with that chap again. But he was a really nice bloke, and he gave me a load of merch. I've got merch coming out of my ears from Star Citizen. You wouldn't, and that isn't even an exaggeration. I've got merch coming out of my ears with Star Citizen written on it because of that. So thank you very much, Dan. Appreciate it if you do ever see this stuff. And we made it without refilling. So I've done I've done 2 trips there.
Landing gear down. Launch sequence complete.
And we didn't have to do landing services, which is quite useful because sometimes landing services don't work, and that can be a real pain in the arse. So, you want my address, lol. Well, they make Star Citizen earplugs. Not quite, mate. Not quite. Something a bit more expensive than an earplug that goes in your ear and is really cool. They make those. And I've got a set, and I'm very, very, very happy about it. I've got a few other things as well. I've got some very special SC kit. I've got to be careful about what I say I've got. It's that special. I was warned. They told me, just don't go posting this on Reddit tomorrow or something. So I never did, but
Welcome.
I want to one day. Maybe when 1.0 comes out, I'll show everybody what they gave me. But it's all very nice, cool stuff. I mean, it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I think, Rob, you might actually know. I might have told you in person. I'm probably not going to put it online too much. I definitely got things that people would raise their eyebrows about. I didn't get any ships, though. They didn't buy me a ship. They did ask me. I thought they were going to offer me a ship, but they didn't. Never mind. Maybe next year when I've got a few more referral bonuses. So I'll probably sell what I've got at the refinery now, because we're in sort of turbulent territory with the patches. Now, although the patch might not wipe your stuff, the patch will get rid of your orders. If you have not taken them from your refinery and sold them for money, they'll disappear. They'll just get deleted. And so you shouldn't, like, when you think there's a patch coming, you should be always trying to sell. Because you might, like, what if the patch comes today after tomorrow, but tomorrow you come home from work late and you're tired, so you forget to turn the computer on. And then you forget to sell all your stuff, and then the patch rolls out when you're at work the next day, and you've lost all them orders. That's the reality that I face. So I've got them 2, and I've got another order coming in. What, we've got gold, lovely, 1,400 units of that. That'll come for tomorrow. So I've got my C1 with me, so we'll sell this Bex. And there's the Taranite as well. Lovely. And you get to see my new ship, which isn't new, but it's new to me, and that's the main thing. Why? Hang on a minute. 1 order currently processing. Should be 2 orders processing. No way, that order didn't go through. That would have annoyed the hell out of me later on. 8 hours. Confirm. Okay. I was a little bit left click happy there. I thought that had happened and it hadn't.
I need someone from maintenance to get the ventilation control. Ping me when you get there.
But I've got the lovely yellow paint for the C1 because I think it looks really good with that paint. I've also got an MSR. I love the MSR. I was going to buy an MSR this time round at the show, but it was too much money. I've put in quite a lot of money to this game. I'm not putting in any more. I'm not wealthy. I don't have money to burn. So I've paid for the game a couple of times. I've got a few alts and a few ships, and I've got more than the pledge ship by some degree. So I'm not buying an MSR, but I really, really, really want one. So I've got the C1 instead. The MSR's in yellow.
Welcome.
C1's in yellow. I've got the cutter in yellow. Yellow's my colour, I think.
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit.
I got you know, obviously I obviously play this game quite a lot, and I do it to escape. I do it to escape from the real world, because the real world can be pretty horrible. And you know, on my downtime, when because you can't play games all the time, I started looking at. I know this is a little bit obsessive, but I started looking at the lore. You know that Astropub? You know, Shelley? He's amazing. I mean, I've been watching him for years, but I've only sort of been watching, like, whilst I'm making dinner, you know, or whilst I'm having, you know, I don't, like, sort of seek the videos out. Recently, I've been seeking them out. I love the lore. So I was at work, it was dinner time, I had nothing to do, and instead of reading Twitter and doom scrolling, I just got stuck into Star Citizen lore instead. Oh my god, it's so much fun. Look at this. They're here. Sometimes, most of the time during this patch, you can't see the cargo, but you can see it. This is my cargo, this is what it looks like. Do you like this cool? I love this cool sort of door here as well. It locks everything in. I think that's cool. I mean, it's a Crusader ship. You're going to get the doors. But look, there's these two little bunks here. And there's a little coffee maker. Some storage. You've got armor storage, gun storage. This ship's nice. And it's just better laid out than the Freelancer Max. It just is. So I know you can carry more in the Freelancer Max. And if you're min-maxing and you want to make loads of money and you want to be an RMC duper and all of that stuff, I'm sure the Max is on your list. But I spoke to the pirates. The pirates laughed. They said, "We blink and you die." So I got something where I've got a bit of a shot against them. Yeah, because I think the soft, like getting the Freelancer Max to soft death is almost impossible. Like when you're really trying, and there's people that are very experienced in soft deathing ships and not exploding them, they blow them up. So the ship had to go. As much as I love the Freelancer, I'm a Misk fanboy through and through. But if I haven't got a chance, then C1 it is. And if I get the C1, that means I can afford the yellow paint for the C1, the yellow paint for the cutter, and a cutter. So that's great. I'm still getting used to this star map. I know it's cool. There's no look it's cool, but like this. Like, why am I not getting it? Do I have to wait for the orange line? I think I have to wait for the orange line. Okay.
Quantum travel engaged.
But yeah, it's a lovely ship. It's fast. It's yellow. It's got big juicy wings. Oh yeah, the lore. So the reason why I brought the lore up is because the Crusader story and the story of this particular ship is interesting. And the Astro Historian, or the Astropub as you might know him, explains it in such a wonderful way. Like, I know he's a teacher, so there's an affiliation between me and him. The way that he delivers, the way that he speaks, and the way that he sort of relays that information. But I love it. I could sit and listen to him all night. Like, I quite honestly, sometimes I'll just not watch telly at all and just watch his videos. And they are great. They really, really are great. It's a lecture, but it's worth listening to. Where is New Babbage? You see, none of the things are coming up. So I have to figure out why that is. I'm gonna... Oh, uturp. I don't know why it wants me to go to uturp. But that's why there was nothing up. Okay. New Babage. New Babage, where are you? I should just type it into the star map, shouldn't I? Is that it? That's not it. Ah. I can never find it. New Babage. So yeah, the markers aren't easy to differentiate. So it's hard to see where things are, whereas before it was a lot easier. People are complaining about that, and they have a valid... It's valid. You can't differentiate between the signs, which means you can't make quick decisions. So I'm sure this is the first iteration. I don't read a lot of the stuff on what the devs are saying about what's happening with stuff, but I'm sure this isn't permanent. There's no way it's permanent because it's worse than what they had. So it's obviously a new iteration, and they're trying it out. So it'll get better. Lovely microtech.
Quantum travel complete.
And the frames are just great in microtech because of all the dupers. We get extra frames now. No, we don't. We get nothing. And there's also a bug, so a lot of this isn't duping. This is the game. You can call your ship at microtech spaceport, and it'll chuck the ship outside of the spaceport onto the ground nearby. Sometimes it lives, sometimes it's highly damaged, but the chances of you going out there and getting it are low, and that leads to lots of people leaving their ships out. And who can blame them?
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
And the players can't even use their new SRV tow truck to tow them away. And we can't use our guns to open them, or our cutters on our mining attachments or things like that. We can't do any of that. There's no job that a salvager can come and destroy it. So, you know, say give us the ability to clean up the servers, and I can guarantee you players will spend hours cleaning up the servers so that they work better, if that is how it works. I'm not a game dev and I have no idea. Learning gear down. Oh, I'm still in nav quantum. That's lovely, that, isn't it? That's putting me under. Please don't watch the screen if you're photosensitive. Oh my god. So that, hopefully, I might even put in an issue cancel for that one. I'm quite issue cancel trigger happy. When it comes to mining, I am, because not a lot of people talk about mining on it, and yeah, I want to make sure that the devs are aware that there are people out there playing it and you can spot these things. Because there's always bugs with mining, but there's always bugs with everything. So there you go. But there is something interesting about being a miner and like doing this game loop. So come on, open. There we go. So yeah, it's an interesting game loop because, you know, I can be out all day mining and selling like this, and everyone's going, oh, server error, I lost all my mission stuff, all my mission info's gone, and I've lost my rep and whatever. I'm not bothering with any of that. I'm just mining. I'm mining and I'm exploring, and I'm having a great time doing it. Not bothering with the missions unless I'm with my friends. I think it's easier with friends. It's more fun with friends, because if you're doing it on your own, they're usually bugged out, and all the reports I'm hearing is that they do bug out. I kind of want to save some stuff for when it works. And there are a lot of streamers and gamers and people that I know that feel the same way. It's like, I'm not going to go and do bunker missions over and over again until they're really good, and then I'll go and learn how to do them and I'll get loads of fun out of it. The frames. Oh my word, the frames.
Welcome to the aSOP vehicle retrieval system.
Let's store that
Your
C1.
belongings belong to you.
I know you can park it at the commons on the ice, but when I try that,
Warning. You are blocking an active flight lane. Please vacate the vicinity.
I'm definitely not. I've just stored that.
Ready to upgrade?
Welcome
Located
to
in
the
the
aSOP
think that was just a
vehicle
bug.
retrieval system.
has all of Microtech's latest offerings.
Yeah, I've stored. I'm not blocking anything. Yeah, so I could park the C1 outside the commons on the ice over there. A little bit quicker to do, but only if it works. And the commons wasn't reading my ship. And that's probably because there were so many ships, or there was a server issue or something. So now I just go straight to the spaceport every time, because if it's not working, and why would it? Nothing's changed since that happened the last time. I'll keep doing this. Get a patch update of any kind, I'll try it again. But for now, it's definitely not working for me. Yeah, but I really like the non-mission aspect of this game loop. You don't, like, if you've got a prospector and a cargo ship, you don't need missions. You just go off and mine and dodge pirates and explore that way. It's tremendous fun. Honestly, I feel days with this stuff. I'm completely obsessed with this game at the moment. Let's see how much we get. I've been buying clothes. I don't even know why. I think it's just because I had the money and I was like, I want to wander around a spaceport looking like a NPC. But I'm definitely picking Orison for my next foray in Stanton. If we do get a chance to pick again, I don't know if we will. We might not, we may not. It's possible we won't. But if we do get a chance to pick again, I'm picking Orison. I'm definitely picking Orison. That's where I want my base to be, because there's always good frames in Orison now. There never used to be, but there is now. And because no one really goes there, and there's no land, it seems to perform slightly better than the planetary ones. Like, Hurston's crazy. Microtech's bad. ArcCorp's bad. You know, frames-wise. I don't like it. I mean, I'm at like, what, 2 frames a second at the moment? Jesus. It's like an animation. You know, those old animations. That is so bad. I cannot continue playing. I will get to the TDD. But Jesus, this is like, how can anyone play like this? You can't. Sig, please fix your servers, please, please. There are really big streamers playing this game at the moment as well. They were, you know, and they've all kind of sort of like stopped a bit. Some of them still are. Clean still is. Some stopped for a prison reason. Prison didn't work properly, so he's coming back at 4.0, which is fine. I'm glad he is. He clearly likes the game, but yeah, you know, if you don't like bugs, play something else and wait, because this is a you know, half of the game is the bugs. Like, I can't even use my mouse. My mouse's pointer is moving around like it's got a mouse jiggler on it. That is crazy. That's really bad performance. Anyway, about to make some money. 75k for 10 scoos Terranite. So that's just like a quickie, you know, a little Terranite, 40%. 75k. Take it. And then we've got the Vexilite. 17 scoos of that. 135k. So we've got 200k out of that. And that's just a little run. So when you're all full up and you've got loads of quant, loads of Bex, loads of gold, you're laughing. And that's how I made over 10 million aUEC, Mining on Microtech. Gordon Bennett, these frames. It is like the old days, isn't it? You can't actually even use the mouse properly. So yeah, frames are bad, servers are bad. They're going to get better. They're bad right now. If you don't like bugs, don't play the game. Wait, watch streamers, enjoy it that way. If you like working around all these problems and talking to chat and trying to figure it out, maybe you'll get on quite well with this game. I loved this game. I don't know why I love it so much, but I do. I can't stop playing it. I'm obsessed with it. I like the lore. Can't wait for Pyro 4.0. It's all coming and it's all very exciting. So I'll continue to mine. I'm glad this stream has worked. I've had 0 drop frames. So that means that's all working again. Thank you to Grey Nomad for telling me about my sound issues. And thanks to everyone else in the chat for saying hi. I really appreciate it. This has been the best stream I've ever done. So I'm chuffed to bits. Thank you. Right. I might stream tomorrow. Keep an eye out. I'll see you on the other side. Ta-ra.